Hello students! In our previous video, we have learnt about cumulative frequencies and how to make cumulative frequency distribution table. We also learned that we can make two different types of cumulative frequency distribution table, that is less than type and more than type. We can also plot ogives of both these, that is less than type ogive and more than type ogive. And using both the types of ogives, we can find the median of the given data. In today's video, we will learn to calculate median of the group data algebraically using formula. Students, as you have studied in your class 9, the median is the value of the middlemost observation in the given ungrouped data. Recall that for finding the median of ungrouped data, we first arrange the data values of the observations in ascending order, that is, from the decreasing value to the increasing value, and then use the formula according to the number of observations, that is n. If n is odd for the data, the median is given by n plus 1th observation, and if n is even, then the median is the average of n by 2th term and n by 2th plus 1th term. That is, it is n by 2 plus n by 2 plus 1 divided by 2th observation. But how will you find mean of group data? Something like this? Yes, it is a grouped data and the given table is grouped frequency distribution table. Let's understand how to find median of this group data. Here, we have data of marks obtained by 100 students out of 50 in a particular test. To find the median of this data, we first arrange the marks in ascending order and prepare the frequency table like this. Here we know that this data is of 100 students, so number of observations n of this data is 100, which is even. And if it is even, median is the average of n by 2 plus 1th term. So here it will be average of the 50th and 51st observation. But from the table, it is not clear that which observation is on 50th position and which is there on 51st position. This would be easy if the data was ungrouped or raw data. But from grouped frequency distribution like this, we cannot find a particular observation directly. So what do we do then? So how can we find out which is our 50th and 51st observation? To find this, we will have to calculate cumulative frequencies of this table. So we total up all the frequencies starting from the first frequency 6 till we reach 50 or near to it. That is, we will find out cumulative frequency of less than type. And how do we do this? To find cumulative frequency of less than type, you already know we just need to add up frequencies from the first frequency, that is 6, to the last frequency, that is 1. So the first entry in this new column will be 6. Second will be 20 plus 6, that is 26. Next will be 26 plus 24, that is 50, and so on. Again, we can verify this cumulative total by checking the total of all frequencies and the last cumulative frequency. It should be equal, and that is 100 here. Now, since we have cumulative total, how to find out 50th and the 51st observation? Let's understand. In the first row, we have marks as 20 and the respective cumulative frequency as 6. This means that from first student to the 6th student, the marks obtained by each will be 20. Similarly, for the second row, marks obtained is 25. And cumulative frequency is 26. This means that from 7th student to the 26th student, marks obtained by each student will be 25. While for third row, marks obtained from 27th student to 50th students will be 28 and so on. This is true because we have already arranged the marks obtained in increasing order. So now observe that we get here 50th observation as 28 and 51st observation as 29. Or we can also see this from the table that 50th cumulative frequency falls in a row with 28 marks and the next 51st cumulative frequency falls in the row with 29 marks. Therefore, median for this data will be average of 28 and 29. That is 28 plus 29 divided by 2, which comes out to be 28.5. Thus, median of this data is 28.5. The median marks 28.5 conveys the information that about 50% of students obtained marks less than 28.5 and another 50% of students obtained marks more than 28.5. So this is how we calculate median of group data but of discrete frequency distribution table. But what if we have grouped but continuous frequency distribution table like this one? Yes, here we are given class intervals and their respective frequencies. This table shows marks obtained by 81 students in some test. Now to calculate median of this data with the class intervals, we have to use a formula which is M is equal to L plus N by 2 minus CF upon F whole multiplied by H. Let us see what each term in this formula means or stands for. Here L is the lower limit of the median class. Yes, you heard it right, median class. And how do we find it then? To find the median class, we will have to find the cumulative frequency first and then look for the total observation N. Here we find that total observation N is 81. And so N by 2, which is there in our formula, is 81 by 2, that is 40.5. As we have already understood in our previous example, that 40.5 observation will fall in class 40 to 60. As this class will have all the observations from 27 till 63. So 40.5th observation will lie in class 40 to 60 and so it will be our median class. And 40 will be its lower limit L. Now CF is the cumulative frequency of class preceding the median class. Note students, it is not the cumulative frequency of median class but the class above it, which here is 26. N is the number of observations, which here is 81. F is the frequency of median class. Again, note that here F is the frequency simply and not the cumulative frequency, which here is 37. H is the class height, which here is 20. And now putting all these values in our formula, we can calculate median. So let's do it for this example. On putting up all these values, we get median as 48. And thus we can say that 48 marks is the median for this given data. That is 50% students have scored less than 48 marks and 50% students have scored marks more than 48. So students, in this video we have learned formula to find out median for a grouped continuous frequency distribution data. The formula is M is equal to L plus N by 2 minus CF upon F whole multiplied by H. So students, in all these videos, we have already learned how to calculate mean, median and mode for the group data. But the question is, which one to use when? And we will answer this in our next video.